Hey guys, so I wanted to get some panniers for a while on my Inazuma for just shopping trips and actually even longer distance touring with pillion passengers. So I noticed you couldn't really buy any Givi pannier racks anymore as they don't sell it any longer. Um, Otherwise I was going to get I think it's 22-liter panniers. I forgot what the model is, but they're quite slimline. But yeah, since they didn't sell that anymore, I didn't know what to do, and I couldn't find them secondhand. So I managed to find on AliExpress some 3P Shad SH23 compatible mounts. Um, and this normally I'm very reluctant to buy things off AliExpress. But for some reason, I don't know, these look well, they're sturdy and they're made out of steel, obviously. And the hardware that came with them seemed to be high or decent quality. But yeah, so I took a punt and ordered the AliExpress 3P mounting system for the Inazuma. So in the pictures, they showed it was compatible with a handrail, and I needed to retain that for the top box. So that was one of the reasons why I bought these. Um, the stock handrail is pretty good, actually. That's why I want to retain that as well. Um, you can see here with the exhaust, I placed a spacer which came with the exhaust actually in the middle, and that allowed enough gap for the pannier not to touch the exhaust. Without that spacer there, it's very close, and not ideal, obviously. You can see on this side it protects the chain oil, like if the bike was to go down, it's like added crash protection, I guess, as well. The pillion pegs are slightly wider when they're down than the rack itself. The nuts are like some sort of locking nuts, so they shouldn't really, they're not nylock, there's something else. They have a certain pattern to add some more grip. Um, but I used some Loctite just in case. Technically, it's not very secure in terms of security. I mean, people can steal them, I guess, by just undoing the bolts. But I couldn't find any other racks, so I didn't really have any choice. They're quite sturdy though. The racks themselves, they're very sturdy once they're fitted. And here's a Shad 3P system. You have to push quite firmly to get them to install. The racks didn't come with any end caps, so but the panniers come with them, the fitting end cap. So I had to install those after when I got the panniers. And here, yeah, you can see they fit fine. Here's a view from the back. I added some reflectives. Um, they're not too bad. It doesn't stick out too much, but it is slightly more than I would like. They're about 3 inches wider from the handlebar ends on each side, so you have to take that into account when if you're going filtering or something between the cars. I have taken this on a highway with a pillion, and it can do 70 miles per hour. For a 250, that's quite impressive. Here you can see the width. Um, and here's the bike without the top box. Luckily, the indicators don't have to be moved anywhere or relocated. Here you can see with the spacer, there's just enough gap, and I use some heat shielding as well. And without that spacer there, it will be very close to touching the exhaust. here's some Oxford panniers just for reference in case you want to see what they look like. Um, they work also, but obviously they're not lockable.